What's going on, people? It's your boy Cal Wu, and we are back with another week. We are probably gonna have 3 more episodes, I think is what I'm gonna do, if we include in this one, 3 more, and then I'm gonna kind of wrap it up. Reason being is because I am going to do we're gonna do a quick talking about 2019 as far as like specifically the cosplayers I interviewed, because I never touched on that extensively. Then we're gonna do 2020 in this episode as well. Then we're gonna do 2021, because for me personally, that's the year for the greatest anime like collection period. I'm only gonna talk about animes that I rated a 9 or a 10, because I literally watched every single anime that dropped that year, and it'll be far too much for me to go into detail. So I'm gonna just go into a little more detail in those specific animes that I rated a 9 or a 10 out of 10. And then after that, we just gonna talk about what Planet Wu is gonna do, what we plan to do these next few years. I'll touch on some anime a little bit over the last few years that I liked as well, and then we gonna wrap that up, and we gonna start coming with the new content on Mondays. We're gonna take a few weeks off, and then we're gonna talk about the new content on Monday. So 3 more episodes, including this one. Maybe 1 more, so I'll say 3 or 4 just to be safe, including this one. So yeah, let's just jump right on it. So 2019, I talked about interviewing Ebony Pearl and meeting her at BlurredCon. Like I said, she is such a sweetheart. If y'all not following her, please follow her. She is great at what she does. I also interviewed Detroit's own Wars Guild that year. I interviewed Serendipity, Junko the Goddess, a Polar Star, Sailor Yoshi, who goes by Sailor Sagi now. She's one of the interviewers, like the people that I interviewed, that in our interview I developed a little mini crush on her. Not gonna lie, I did. She's also a sweetheart, very quirky, very outgoing, very lively. She's great. Black Sheep, a great brother, dude has a lot going for him. Actually does, I'm not sure if he still does it, because I haven't seen him posting for a while, but he eventually had got into training people with weapons, and teaching people how to fire a weapon and helping people get their licensing. So he was a great dude, and Sheep was spelled with 3's instead of E's. And then, like I said, Ebony, and then Rafina. Rafina was such a fun interview. She was my last interview of 2019. She is such an amazing person, a bright spirit, a mother of 2. She literally just beat cancer. I've been following her. Rafina is such a beautiful person. If y'all not following, actually, honestly, follow all of them. I'm going to leave how to spell their names, and go follow them on social media, and you can tell them Cal Wu sent you. Like I said, these people are great and amazing, all in their own right. Have fun interviewing all of them, and hopefully either sometime this year or next year I can get back into interviewing cosplayers, and I want to actually do video interviewing instead of just audio, because like I said, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Got questions from people, kind of stalked their pages and kind of pulled questions based on some of the things they did. Wanted them to kind of talk about themselves. I actually delved deeply into like their childhood and what they were earlier, kind of like before they started cosplaying, and how they got into it. So the interviews are really good, and like I said, all those interviews on Spotify. You can literally just Google search Cal Wu or Planet Wu cosplay interviews, or you can type in one of the cosplayers that I interviewed, their names after it, and it should pull up the Spotify page with all of the interviews and some of the old podcasting audios that I have on Spotify as well. Like I said, it was really dope. I had a lot of fun doing it. Now, we're going to jump into January. Actually, not January, but we're going to jump into 2020. I'm sorry. I wrote January here in my notes. 2020 anime. And so we're going to start in January. 2020 would have been the greatest when 2020 dropped, but then when 2021 dropped, it was just too many good ones. But 2020 brought us Toilet Bound Hanako. I was cool with that. Dora Hidoro was great. Darwin's Game was good. I love Darwin's Game. Bofuri, I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. This anime was the start of the long anime titles for me, because that junk was ridiculous. But that one was a fun watch. I love animes that take place in video games. Those are always fun watches. Inspector was good. Plunderers was meh. ID Invaded was really good. Reminded me of The Cell. Keep Your Hands Off Izoken. I talked about that on Fan on Friday. That anime is amazing. Love the artwork, the story direction. Loved all the main characters. The girls were all amazing in their own right. All brought something different to their party, and how they created art. So it was great. I loved it. Then we have Somali and the Forest Spirit. This anime was so good to me. I anticipated every episode every week when it dropped. It's literally a little girl getting lost and this post-apocalyptic world, and this golem or automaton finds her and starts protecting her, and it's trying to help her find her family and more humans that she can get back to so she can like live a normal life. And it's just kind of like this interesting father-daughter-esque relationship that was just so good. I love that anime. It was so good. Sentai Academy Join the Pack is a comedy anime that have zoanthropes that's in a school setting. That one was pretty cool. Infinite Dendrogram next to the newest anime, and I don't know why I can't think of what it's called right now. My man's got the dual swords and it's gonna bother me. But Infinite Dendrogram was another video game anime that was a fantasy anime, and that junk was so freaking good. It was so good I actually did reviews for it, and they kept taking it down, and I couldn't understand why. Hell, I still can't understand why to this day. But Infinite Dendrogram was so dope. I wanted it to get more seasons, and it did not get more seasons. I'm kind of sad about that. Hopefully it eventually comes back. I'm gonna get into the manga soon as well if it doesn't. Then we got Smile Down the Runway, which is pretty good anime. It's a slice of life, just exactly what it sounds like, modeling, runway modeling. It was great. Pet is a little psycho thriller. That one was really good. That one was on Amazon. Sorcerer, Stabber, Orphan. I don't know if you guys are fans of Orphan. Orphan is an older series, and they brought it back, and that one was really good. Drifting Dragons was pretty meh. Breakers was interesting because it's a sports anime following paraplegic athletes. So that one was really dope. Brought us a different perspective of sports, something that we haven't seen before. Then this is where we got Tower of Gods dropped that year. Glepnir, we already know how great both of those were. My Next Life as a Villainess was cool. The Millionaire Detective was alright. BNA was cool. That was a Netflix one. Tashi was a bigger fan of that than I was. So was G Money. He was a bigger fan of that than I was. Kakushi Goto was really, really dope. This anime is a slice of life about a girl whose father was a manga artist, told her he didn't want her to be a manga artist, and he passed away, and then she grew up to be a manga artist. And it's kind of like this parallel of why she's doing it and why she shouldn't do it. And it's very, very well written. The main character, the young girl, she like following her through her life, because they kind of do it from when she's a kid all the way up until she's an adult or a teenager, and it's very, very well written. The Eighth Son, Are You Kidding Me, was a really dope isekai. Arte was really good. Loved Arte because it followed this young lady who became the apprentice of Leonardo da Vinci, if I remember correctly, and that one was really dope. Appare Ranman is another historical fiction like Arte. Historical fictions always got a soft spot in my heart, and Appare Ranman is a historical fiction about the race across the United States. That one was really, really fun. You got to see all these different people from all over the world with their different vehicles just racing each other around the globe, and that junk was really dope. Had a really, really good storyline where they end up like getting into like this action scene, because it was like this organization that was trying to do some craziness, so they end up having to stop the organization, and all the different people kind of came together. That one was really, really dope. Excuse me. Shironeko Project Zero Chronicles was pretty cool. Season 1 was great. Season 2 was meh. Listeners had a very, very good storyline. This was on Hulu. It had a very good storyline on what it could have been, and it fell short because it revolved around music defeating monsters, and it could have been really, really great, but it just fell short on the execution. It wasn't executed well. If you're curious, watch it. I wouldn't suggest anybody to watch it because, like I said, I didn't. It fell short. I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy it. I did, but it fell short in the execution, which was very disappointing to me. Then we have one of the worst animes to ever come out, period. Bungo and Alchemist, Gears of Judgment. That anime sucked ass. It was very terrible. I did not enjoy any second of it. It's terribly written, terribly framed. Storyline was buns. It was bad. One of the few anime that I will rate a 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Then Argo Novice from Bang Dream was a really dope rock anime following a boy band. That junk was really, really dope. It was cool. A lot of drama, slice of life, showing what happened in their real life, issues that happened, near-death experience. Like, it was really cool, man. This anime was really dope. Actually, one of the things that kind of sparked my enjoyment and love for watching anime based on music, aside from Carol and Tuesday, this one kind of pointed me in that direction and started, pretty much made me stop shying away from music anime. Then we had God of High School. We all know how much that banged. That was really great. It was really popular. The Misfit of Demon King Academy. A lot of people were high on that. That anime was pretty man to me. Great Pretenders. I was really high on that because Great Pretenders is Ocean's 11, 12, and 13 in an anime. And I enjoy those movies, and this anime is those movies. So that if you into those movies, watch this anime. Or even if you know somebody that's into those type of movies and they're not in an anime, just show them Great Pretenders, and this could be you introducing them and starting them on their anime journey. Then we got Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out. Great comedy anime. Main character getting picked on by Uzaki, and it's just hilarious. Then we got Decadence. Decadence was such a great sci-fi anime. What's that movie called? Immortal Machines, where they had the moving city machines, like the moving cities on top of machines. It kind of is like that, but then it got a feel of Starship Troopers, fucking Attack on Titan with the little movement gears. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Then it kind of got like the Matrix feel to it. It's very, very well written. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's very well written and very put together. And it was actually one of my top anime that year. Monster Girl Doctor, ecchi anime about a doctor who takes care of monster girls. Harem. If you're into that type of stuff, watch it. If not, avoid it. But it's very, very ecchi. I mean, like, super, super ecchi. I would not suggest for kids to watch it. Do not watch it with kids around. Gibiate. Gibiate was an interesting time traveler monster anime where you had this ninja time travel to current America or current world, where it was like post-apocalyptic. These monsters came out killing a bunch of people, and he's using his ninjutsu to kill the monsters and try to save humanity. And a lot of people hated this anime. I gave it like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. It had potential to be really, really good, but it just hit this middle line that it just couldn't get past. It's just extra mediocre. Is the best way to say it. It's extra mediocre. Then we had Mr. Love, Queen's Choice. That's a little psycho thriller. That one was cool. Then Jujutsu Kaisen came out this year, which everybody loves and enjoys. It's great. Tony Coward, Over the Moon for You. Great slice of life love anime that started off like as kids, and then it kind of like that's where the promise happened. And then this girl came back years later and was like, all right, yep, I'm your wife. You said you was going to marry me. Here I am, blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of like just watching them, how they eventually turn into loving each other, like turning this random happenstance, this random promise, and then how they go about loving and enjoying each other. It's really good. Then also that came out this year, Moriarty the Patriot. If you're a fan of Sherlock Holmes, this follows his villain Moriarty and just shows why he's killing people. And he's a hero on how they frame this anime. It's very well written. Loved it. It's really, really dope. Storyline, the writing, even introducing Sherlock Holmes into this and him and Moriarty working together. It's just how they frame this anime and how they wrote it is borderline and genius level. It's really well written. I'm sorry. And then you had Akudama Drive. This one was also on Hulu. This one's really good. Futuristic. It pretty much is like a crime syndicate type deal where you got all these different people being chased by the police and this girl just randomly being pulled into it when she has nothing to do with it, and then her just kind of taking the moniker and just being like, fuck it, y'all think I'm villains, we here, and just kind of going about and doing it, but she's trying to save people while she's doing it. It's really good. The Wandering Witch, The Journey of Elena. This anime was Frieren before Frieren came out. Like I said, it came out in 2020. It was on Hulu. I remember telling my boy Kyle, he doesn't like watching anime. He prefers to read the manga. He reads a lot of manga. And I call him like, yo, Kyle, you gotta watch this anime. He like, Kyle, you know how I feel about it? I'm like, bro, listen, if I'm telling you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it. He got through the 2-3 episodes, called me like, Cal, you right, this shit is amazing. Blah, 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 blah. So I told him the same thing when Frieren dropped. I was like, yeah, Frieren reminds me of The Wandering Witch Elena. He was like, bet, say less. Watched it. He was like, yeah, Cal, you right. This is great. So Wandering Witch Elena, if you like Frieren, watch Wandering Witch Elena. This anime was dope. Talentless Nana is the next anime we're going to talk about. Love this anime to death. Pissed me off in quite a few spots. Literally a girl fakes like she got powers to go on an island full of kids with powers that's going through this training program so she can kill them. And how they did it was so good. It pissed me off, but it was so good how they did it and how they wrote this story. It's a to the death anime with an average human girl fighting a bunch of superpower kids. It's really, really dope. Really well written. Our Last Crusade and Rise of the New World was cool. I'm Standing on a Million Lives. I did a Fan of Friday for that. Love that damn anime. Great isekai in the game, kind of to the high stakes death anime. Really, really cool. Higurashi When They Cry was a great horror anime. The Day I Became a God was an amazing anime. Really sad. Definitely tug on the heartstrings type of supernatural joint. We got By Grace of the Gods was a good isekai. Watching both of those back to back. I kind of watched By Grace of the Gods as a palate killer after watching The Day I Became a God, because The Day I Became a God was really sad. Once you kind of got into the thick of it and understood what it was about. Sleeping Princess in the Demon Castle was my favorite comedy of that year. Hilarious. Literally just a girl, so she could sleep, got herself captured by the demon lord, and she just sleeps. And her whole thing is just trying to get her cell to be made as comfortable as possible. And when it's not, she leaves. She breaks out of her cell and just start wandering around looking for places comfortable to sleep. It's so good. Hilarious. Kuma Bear was amazing. Isekai. A girl played a video game, got isekai, and her whole setup is bears. Even is a nod to Danganronpa, because she kind of does the half black, half white bear thing. Pretty dope. Yashahime Princess Half Demon is the Inuyasha successor anime. I was not a fan. It hits you with some nostalgia. If you're there for the nostalgia, you got it. But as far as like the storyline and how they built the world back up, it was not good. It wasn't put together really well. I didn't enjoy it. Ikebukuro Westgate Park, gangsta ass anime. If you into like just gang violence and street shit, this is the anime you gotta watch. Ikebukuro Westgate Park is cold. Literally main character, he like a fixer. So when there's issues going on between different gangs, he got relationships with people in the different gangs, and he kind of acts as the mediator. and shit just go left field and his mediation don't work and he kind of got to choose a side, and it's just all type of gang violence shit. Like, that junk go hard. That junk is so good. Iwa Kakuro Sports Climbing Girls is a rock climbing anime. That one was pretty cool. Dogiza, I tried asking while kowtowing. It's cool. Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai, loved it. If you're a fan of the Dragon Quest games, this anime is gonna tick off all the boxes. Straight up shonen, everything shonen about it. Dai pretty much saves the world of monsters and humans while he was raised by monsters. Is really dope. King's Raid, Successor of the Wheel, was a really good anime. Fantasy, real dark, gritty fantasy too. Hypnosis Mike. I was anticipating every episode because it enthralled me. Never thinking that there would be a battle rap anime, and this is a battle rap anime that they got these microphones called the Hypnosis Mic that actually deals damage to you based on how well the other person is rapping. So you got motherfuckers robbing banks, they robbing banks with raps. Shit is hilarious. Then it goes into the backstory and kind of shows you what the different rap crews are, how they came together. And my favorite two rap crews, one was the Buster Brothers. Them niggas had the best flows. It was actually brothers. They had the best flows in the series easily. And then the other one was called, I think they were called the Blitz Gang or the Blitz Crew. And it was a CIA agent, a military man, and a Yakuza head was the three members of that group. And that one was pretty dope. That one was really good. Then we got the Gymnastics Samurai. Love this anime. Sports anime kind of get me, especially when they have interesting storylines. So with this one, it was literally a guy that's retired from gymnastics, pretty much wanted to make a comeback, and it's following his story of like them treating him like he was Rocky at the beginning, where making a Rock, you're a bum. They kind of do that, like, oh, you're a bum, you should just retire, you ain't good, you ain't got this. And he's like, fuck y'all, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get to the Olympics, I'm gonna do this. And it's kind of like this rise from the ashes type storyline. Is really dope. I liked it. Warlords of Sigdrifa, it was okay. D4DJ First Mix was great, love that anime. Magatsu War Heist, if you're into like political, post-apocalyptic, protest style animes that got like a dark, gritty backdrop, Magatsu War Heist is the one for you. And Magatsu War Heist fucking intro is so haunting and so good to me. That intro is so good. Like, if you don't even care to watch the anime, just go look up the intro. The intro is so good and haunting. I never skip the intro for this anime. I listen to the intro every single time. It is so good. It kind of got like this opera rock type deal. It's very dramatic. It's so good. And then the last anime that I'm gonna talk about is with a dog and cat. Every Day is Fun. This was my dive into watching short run animes or mini animes. Like, every episode was like between a minute and 3 minutes. And it was really, really fun. Like I said, it was literally just showing how like the interaction between a dog and a cat that lives in the same household was, and like, you know, how the cat is like, don't touch me, don't bother me. How the dog's always like, hey, yeah, I'm in your face, ha ha ha, yeah. And it's really cool. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Like I said, we're gonna have a couple more episodes to go, maybe 2 or 3 more, and then we're gonna wrap up this Getting to Know Me series. And shouts out to everybody that's been following it on TikTok and on YouTube, watching the shorts and watching the long format of the content. I just appreciate y'all just supporting me and just participating. Just the comments that you leave, I respond to every comment. So leave a comment of what your thoughts was, what some of your favorite anime was for 2020. Again, we still doing the Throne of Nerds stuff, so please go ahead and sign up. We're still looking for contestants. I'm gonna have to guerrilla some contestants for this week. But yeah, it's free money. Why? I don't understand. I'm trying to give you guys money and nobody wants to sign up for the free money. All you got to do is just use your anime knowledge. And don't be afraid, don't be afraid to look bad. I've had people in the games with, like, the worst was negative 400 points. People do bad. So what? It's gonna be stuff that I promise. I pull from obscurities. I pull from common stuff because I want people to win, and it's all over the place. So you know what I'm saying? You're bound to score and get some good points. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. This is your boy Cal Wu signing off. Peace.